Hey, what's going on, good people? What is going on? I am Rochelle T. Parks. I am your health motivator. Hey guys, I want to come to you just for a second to share with you what I want to call Rose tips for healthy living, okay? So this segment we'll call 3 principles to optimal health, okay? 3 principles to optimal health. And so this is what I need for you to know. If you follow these 3 principles, right, every single time, okay, you put something in your mouth, I promise you'll be better off, okay? I promise you. This is simple. They say it's simple, but it ain't easy. But I promise you, that's one thing you'll learn about Rochelle T. Parks is that I keep it simple, like simple as possible. Like anybody can do this, okay? Anybody, right? So here it is. Principle number 1. Eat the food that God called food, okay? Eat the food he gave us. You say, Rochelle, I don't understand. What do you mean? Okay, what did, think about from the very beginning, what did God give us, okay? He gave us meat. He gave us fish, right? He gave us fruits. He gave us vegetables. He gave us nuts, seeds, grains, legumes. Like that's what he gave us. Like if you think big picture, that's what food falls into one of those categories. Okay, I'm gonna say it again: meat, fish, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes. Like that's what he gave us, right? So here's an example, right? Now these are just vegetables, right? It's just a bell pepper and a tomato, but I could very well have some meat here. I could have fish, right? I can have fruit here, okay? I can have some nuts, some seeds, right? Grains, legumes, like right here. That's all under principle number 1. Eat the food that God gave us. Okay, we got that? Okay, follow that. Here we are, principle number 2. So once you eat the food that he gave you, right, and then you say, Rochelle, how do I prepare it? Let me just say this: nothing trumps raw. Okay, so here it is, principle number 2. Eat the food as close to its original state as possible. Right? The food, remember the food that God gave us? Eat it as close to its original state as possible. Now, Rochelle, you saying eat raw meat? That's not what I'm saying. Okay, you got to cook your meat. You got to cook your fish. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when we talk about the vegetables, how about this? This broccoli, right? The broccoli should still have a little crunch on it. Okay, it shouldn't be mushy. Your broccoli, your greens, your cabbage, your asparagus, your string bean, they should still have a little crunch to them, right? Why? If they're mushy, then they've lost all their nutritional value, right? And that the whole purpose of the food is for fuel, is to fuel our bodies, okay? So eat the food that he gave us, that's principle number 1, and then eat it as close to its original state as possible. Here's another example. You have the orange juice, okay? Eat the orange, right? Over drinking the orange juice. Eat it as close to its original state as possible. Here's an example here. All right, principle number 3. So we talked about eating the food that God gave us. Then we talked about eating it as close to its original state as possible. Here's principle number 3. Do not allow any food to be your God. Okay? That means no addictions, guys. Like when you say, I gotta have my coffee every day. I gotta have my tea, my chips, my chocolate. Okay. If you gotta have it, that's probably when you shouldn't have it. Okay. So here we are. We have Maxwell House International Vanilla Caramel Latte. Now, there are some people who can't even start their day until they've had their cup of coffee. I used to work with some people like that. Like, you couldn't even talk to them. Like, don't say a word, okay, until the darn thing stops brewing and they make a cup of coffee. Lunacy, okay? I call that an addiction. That's an addiction, guys. Listen, do not allow any food to be your God. I tell you what, if you want to be addicted to something, be addicted to drinking some water. How about that? Drink your water, people, okay? Drink your water. Do not allow any food to be your God. I promise you, if you follow these 3 principles, you're going to be okay, okay? You're going to fare way better than someone who violates these principles all day long, okay? You violate them, okay? Let me just throw this out there. This is extra. This is a bonus, okay? For my folks who are for my folks who are, say, vegan or a vegetarian, right? And so we're doing a lot of, I would say things like, I'm just going to say it, cauliflower rice. And, we're changing the original structure of the food. I would just say that, right? And it's nothing wrong to do that all the time. But again, I say this: nothing trumps raw, like in its raw, unadulterated state. Okay, unadulterated, like raw state. Nothing trumps this, right? So I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong to do those things every now and then, but don't start idling the process portion, okay, of the food. Don't do that. Nothing trumps raw. You're not gonna beat this. This is gonna win out every time as far as nutritional value. Okay, so don't listen. Here we go. Don't fall for the okie doke. That wasn't even this episode, but I gotta throw it in there. Don't fall for the okie doke. Okay, eat it as close to its original state as possible. All right. So a quick recap. Principle number 1: eat the food God called food. Principle number 2: eat it as close to its original state as possible. And principle number 3: do not allow any food to be your God. If you say, I gotta have it, that's when you shouldn't have it. Okay? All right. That's all I got, guys. Hey, this is Rochelle T. Parks. I am your health motivator. And guess what? Whether you like it or not, I do not care. Okay? I can, I will, and I must continue to walk alongside you and help you to achieve optimal health. I'm out. Peace.